Today in NHL 24, I made every NHL goaltender a 99 overall in hopes to see who is the best team with an absolute brick wall in net. So I usered every NHL team so when it comes playoff time we could simulate the game in the finals. I'm going to be my home team, the Buffalo Sabres, and hopes to see if they could finally make the playoffs. So starting on goal for the Sabres is Devin Levi. He is the starting goaltender for the Buffalo Sabres. He is a 99 overall. Freddie Anderson, 99 overall, and the list is just going to go on. We're going to simulate the season month by month, and we're going to check in how every team is doing, how every goaltender is doing. We're going to go off of shutouts to see like who the best goalie is. So yeah, well, I'm not going to waste any of you guys' time. Let's get this video underway. Alright, so after October, the Buffalo Sabres are 5-4-0. We face the Flyers. We're going to go ahead and take a look at what these teams are doing. See who's leading the league in points and stuff like that. So leading the league in wins, it's a three-way tie between Hellebuck, Allmark, and Stuart Skinner. They both have 7. And leading the league in shutouts is Stuart Skinner with 2. Everyone else has 1. Leading the league in points with 18 is David Pastrnak. He has 10 goals and 8 assists. Team-wise, the Boston Bruins are 7-1-1. They are atop the NHL, 15 points. 1 point behind them are both the Oilers and the Jets. Oilers 7-1-0 and the Winnipeg Jets 7-2-0. Blue Jackets 4th, Seattle Kraken in 5th. Let's scroll through the rest and see where your favorite team is and see who's taking up the rear. Taking up the rear are the Vegas Golden Knights. That is a shocker. 1-8-1 so far. And with that, we're just going to simulate to the end of November. Alright, at the end of November, my Buffalo Sabres are 14-9-0. Best player in the league is currently Kucherov. He has 33 points, 16 goals for 17 assists. And the best goaltender right now is, actually it's a two-way tie between Levi and Georgiev. They both have 4 shutouts. Stuart Skinner with 3, Kokkonen with 3, Aiden Hill with 3. And leading the NHL after November, the Tampa Bay Lightning, 33 points for 16 wins, 7 losses, and 1 OT loss. Pittsburgh in second, 31 points, 15, 6, and 1. Colorado also 31 points, 13, 4, and 5. As well as the Ducks and the Blue Jackets, 15-7-1 for the Ducks and 14-7-3 for the Blue Jackets. Take a look at the rest of these teams, see how your favorite team's doing. Taking up the rear are the Philadelphia Flyers, now 4-14-5. Vegas stepped it up, 9-14-1 for them. With that, we're going to scroll to the end of December. After December, the Buffalo Sabres 24-13-1. Boy, I wish that would happen in real life. The points leader after December, still Kucherov, 47 points, 23 goals with 24 assists. Leading the league in shutouts is Devin Levi. He has 6, 24-13-1 record. Georgiev, 20-12-5 for 4 shutouts. Allmark, 20-13-2 for 4 shutouts. Stuart Skinner, 19-13-2 for 4 shutouts. And Cam Talbot, 16-17-0 for 4 shutouts. New York now in front. It's a 3-way tie for first. New York has 51 points for 24 wins, 8 losses, 3 overtime losses. St. Louis 51 points, 24, 9, and 3. Tampa Bay also 51 points, 24, 11, and 3. Buffalo 2 points out of first place, 24, 13, and 1. And the Florida Panthers are 24, 12, and 0 for 48 points. Scroll for the rest, see how your favorite team is doing. Taking up the rear, the Montreal Canadiens. Playing hot potato for last place. These teams are 11, 22, and 3 for 25 points for the Habs. Scroll to the end of January and see how everyone's doing. Okay, not a good month for the Sabres. They fall to 28, 20, and 1. Leading the league in points now is Tim Stützle, 60 points. Johnny Gaudreau tied with him for 60 points. Where did Kucherov go? He fell off 5 points. That's Bedard. Kucherov, 55 points. Bedard, 55 points as well, 25-30. Goaltending-wise, Devin Levi still out top with 6 shutouts, and Cam Talbot also has 6. Leading the NHL in points, continuing to be the New York Rangers, 69 points now, 32, 12, and 5. Tied with the New York Rangers are the Tampa Bay Lightning, 33, 14, and 3, 69 points. Ottawa Senators, 65 points for 29 wins. 11 losses, 7 overtime losses. Anaheim, 63 points, 29, 16, and 5. And the New Jersey Devils, 61 points, 28, 14, and 5. Let's go to the rest of these teams, see how your favorite team is doing once more. Taking up the rear are the Montreal Canadiens, 15, 31, and 3 for 33 points, 49 games played. Now we're going to simulate to the end of February. After February, the Sabres 33-25-2. Leading the league in points, Taylor Hall 69 points. Stutzel right behind him 68 points. Okay, Ovechkin. Doesn't matter if there's a 99 overall goaltender net, he has 47 goals, 67 points. Cam Talbot, 7 shutouts. Linus Allmark, also 7 shutouts. Georgiev, Levi, Mrazek, Stuart Skinner, Josi Saros, and Vitek Vanacek all have 6. Time to simulate to April. The Buffalo Sabres are having one of the biggest collapses of recent NHL history. 38-33-4 now. They're 7th in their own division. See how these teams are doing. Tampa Bay has become the first team to clinch a playoff spot. 102 points, 48 wins, 19 losses, 6 overtime losses. Ottawa, 97 points, 44-20-9. New York, 96 points, 44-22-8. New Jersey, 96 points, 44-22-8 as well. And the Dallas Stars, 93 points, 45 wins, 27 losses, and 3 OT losses. Let's go to the rest of your standings here and see how your favorite team is doing. Taking up the rear are the Philadelphia Flyers, once more 22, 43, and 10. Leading the league in points, 90 points for Austin Matthews, Leon Draisaitl with 85, Gaudreau 85, McDavid 84, Nylander 84. Ovechkin has 56 goals. Goaltending wise, 9 shutouts for Linus Allmark and Peter Mrazek, Cam Talbot with 7, and there's a huge tie for 6th place. 6 shutouts, I beg your pardon. Alright, with that, we're just going to simulate to the playoffs. See who is all in. They'd missed. They've missed. They're at a tie for first place one point in the season, so hopefully Don Granato's finally fired. Take a look at all the teams that made it. President's Trophy winners, it was a tie. The Tampa Bay Lightning and the Ottawa Senators tied for the President's Trophy, but the Lightning win with 52 wins, 24 losses, 6 overtime losses. The Ottawa Senators 50 wins, 22 losses, and 10 overtime losses, also with 50 wins. And the New Jersey Devils 50, 24, and 8. Rangers in 4th, 49, 25, and 8. The Dallas Stars 51, 28, and 3. The rest of the teams that made the playoffs consist of the Edmonton Oilers, Chicago Blackhawks, Washington Capitals, Colorado Avalanche, Boston Bruins, St. Louis Blues, Pittsburgh Penguins, Toronto Maple Leafs, Red Wings missed, Anaheim Ducks, Winnipeg Jets, and the Los Angeles Kings. Let's go to the rest of these teams. Taking up the rear were the Philadelphia Flyers, 25, 47, and 10. That is not ideal. Crazy how the Sabres fell off that much. I mean, they were top of the league in January, and they finished 41, 36, and 5. Not a terrible season, but they were in the playoffs. In the league in shutouts, there was a tie between Cam Talbot and Peter Mrazek. They both had 10. Linus Allmark with 9, and there's a 2 shutout gap to these guys. Let's go to the rest of them. And we're going to take a look at how everybody did. Points leader, 103 points for Connor McDavid, 101 for Leon Draisaitl, 98 for Austin Matthews. Ovechkin, 62 goals, 92 points. I'm going to assume, yeah, he led the league in goals. 62, closest to him was Austin Matthews, and closest to Matthews was Kucherov, and he was 11 off. We're going to ride with the President's Trophy winners in the playoffs, Tampa Bay Lightning, see how they do. And the playoff matchups consist of Chicago facing off against the Colorado Avalanche, Dallas versus Winnipeg, Anaheim versus LA, and Edmonton versus St. Louis in the West. In the Eastern Conference, we have the New York Rangers facing off against the Caps, Devils facing off against the Pens, Senators versus Bruins, and the Lightning versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. Well, the last time these two teams met, Tampa Bay and Toronto, it was 7-0 win. Let's simulate to the end of the series. And the Lightning got first rounded. Tampa Bay recreating their 2019 season where they won the President's Trophy and got knocked out first round. So Colorado sweeps Chicago. Dallas beats Winnipeg 4-2. Anaheim beats the Kings 4-2. Edmonton beats the St. Louis Blues 4-2. Rangers beat the Caps 4-3. Devils beat the Pens 4-2. Ottawa beats Boston 4-2, and the Leafs upset the Toronto Maple Leafs. Excuse me? And the Leafs upset the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-1. Second round matchups consist of Dallas and the Colorado Avalanche, Edmonton and Anaheim 2017 rematch, New Jersey versus the Rangers, and the Senators versus the Leafs. Let's run with Edmonton, see how the Oilers are doing. And we're going to do the same, just simulate to the end of the series and see how everyone's doing. Alright, so Edmonton wins the series versus the Anaheim Ducks. Colorado is 8-0 in the playoffs. They just swept the Dallas Stars. Rangers beat the Devils 4-1, and the Maple Leafs win in 7 versus the Sens. Oilers versus Colorado. New York versus Toronto. Let's simulate to the end of the series and we'll see who's in the Stanley Cup Finals. Wow. Edmonton makes quick work of the Colorado Avalanche. They win 4-1, and the Maple Leafs and Rangers went to 7. Toronto Maple Leafs, Edmonton Oilers, Stanley Cup Final. Drop your predictions down in the comment section below. Who is going to win it all? So with the first 3 games here and see how it's going. 2-1 Oilers, series lead. Simulate game 4, see how it's going. Oilers 2-2 series tie, simulating game 5. Oilers up 3-2 in the series. We're going to jump in to game 6 in Toronto. See how it's going. Simulate the first period, 1-0 Edmonton. Simulate the second period, it's tied at 1. We're going to watch as this goes on, and we're going to jump in the final minute if needs be. 2-1 Leafs. See how everything shakes out here. On the power play now. Toronto looking to hold on, force game 7. It's 3-1. It's looking good for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 3-1. Can Edmonton mount a charge? Come all the way back. 10 minutes to go in the third period. Edmonton down by 2 goals. Toronto continuing to get shots on net. 6 minutes left. Running out of time are the Edmonton Oilers. I don't think they're going to get it done here tonight in Toronto. I think it's going to go to Edmonton for game 7. Leafs continue to hold on, and they are going to hold on. Toronto wins 3-1 in game 6. Game 7, Stanley Cup Final. Toronto Maple Leafs, Edmonton Oilers. Who is going to get it done? First period, 1-1. Second period, 2-1 Edmonton. Here we go. 4-time speed. Who is going to win it all today? Edmonton, Toronto. 2-1, 16 minutes to go in the third period. We're going to jump in with about 5 minutes left regardless of the score. Toronto ties the game up. It's 2-2. Edmonton on the power play. What can they do? I am stuttering. 2-2, 10 minutes left. What is going to happen here in Toronto? 8 minutes to go, 7 minutes to go. No score change yet. Coming down to the wire. 5 minutes left. And we are going to pause it there. 4 minutes to go. We're going to jump in. And we're going to watch this CPU face off here tonight. Oilers 2, Toronto 2, 4 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the Stanley Cup Final. What is going to happen here? Toronto into the zone. Yarncroke lets one go, save Stuart Skinner. David, fancy moves. Hyman wide of the net. Seconds left, breakaway for Yarncroke, and he empty net. Penalty. Toronto is going to the power play with 24 seconds left. I am sorry for my god-awful commentary. Bouchard takes a terrible penalty. 24 seconds left. What will the Leafs do with this? With a 2-minute power play, 24 seconds left. They'll have all 24 seconds on this power play because it's the final 30 seconds of the game. Try and get this game to overtime. That's what their main focus is. Here comes Matthews. He's looking to end it now. Matthews lets a shot go. Save Stuart Skinner. 9.4 to go. Get your popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. 9.4 seconds to go. Toronto power play. 2-2 score in Alberta. Toronto doesn't win the draw. Edmonton gonna at least get a shot off here. Shot saved Joseph Woll. Overtime. Game 7 overtime. Every fan's dream. And it's going to happen here in the 99 overall goaltending experiment. Overtime in Edmonton. Stanley Cup on the line. Leafs looking to win it for the first time since '67. We're underway. Leafs start the overtime with a power play. Nurse gets the puck back. He's going to dump it down the ice. Not going to get it far though. Morgan Riley entering the zone. Nothing going for him. Penalty time should be expiring soon for them. Still 19 minutes left. Oilers still with the puck. Here comes Ryan McLeod. Just going to dump it in. Trying anything they got. Here's a quick shot. save Stuart Skinner. 18:21 to go. Huge kill for the Edmonton Oilers. 18:21, penalty killed. Edmonton. Season saved by their penalty killers. David got tripped up. Oilers power play. 17:54 to go. What will happen here? Can Edmonton do what Toronto couldn't? Draisaitl gets the puck down to Bouchard to Evander Kane. Nugent Hopkins with it now. Back to Bouchard to Kane. Shot above the net. Here comes Yarncroke for the Leafs. Big hit against the boards by Bouchard. Draisaitl gets to it. Passes to Yarncroke. And they're going to clear it. 50 seconds to go on the penalty for Toronto. Here comes Draisaitl back to McDavid. McDavid has the puck. Back to Draisaitl. McDavid scores! The Edmonton Oilers win the Stanley Cup. Connor McDavid gets the job done in overtime. Power play goal. They do what the Leafs couldn't do. He wins the Conn Smythe, 13 goals, 19 assists. Well deserved for the captain. Edmonton Oilers are going to win it all. Here comes the Stanley Cup. Fetty pouring down. Here comes the captain, Connor McDavid. And the Edmonton Oilers are Stanley Cup champions. What a video. What an experiment. 99 overall goaltenders for each team. And the Edmonton Oilers, Stanley Cup champions. Stuart Skinner got to raise the cup. I'm going to include this one in the video. He had I think he had 7 shutouts. I could be wrong. He had 7 shutouts, I think, though. Here come the Oilers for the team picture. Well deserved by the Edmonton Oilers. What a season. What a series. Game 7. Overtime. Art Ross goes to Connor McDavid. Hart Memorial Trophy goes to Connor McDavid. Norris Trophy goes to Quinn Hughes. Lady Byng goes to Kaprizov. Calder Trophy goes to Connor Bedard, no shock there. Conn Smythe, Connor McDavid. Vezina Trophy goes to Vitek Vanacek. And Ovechkin. Oh yeah, I think that's a surprise. Vanacek had 49 wins, 24 losses, 8 overtime losses, 6 shutouts, save percentage of .926, goals against average of 2.41. Only let in 194 goals all season. Was there any goalie goals? Were there any goalie goals in the 99 overall goaltending season? I haven't seen any. What a performance by the Edmonton Oilers and the Toronto Maple Leafs. 7-game series for the Stanley Cup. Oilers get it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Leave a like on the video below if you want to. Subscribe if you want. I'm not going to force you to. And with that, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. That's going to do it for now, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.